Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another Chills Reviews, and today we're going to be talking about a movie, the first kind of Avengers movie, Captain America, the first Avenger. I've decided to kind of go through and watch all the Avenger movies for the first time ever for me. Yeah, surprisingly not, I've never really watched a single Marvel movie that much. I've seen like the Incredible Hulk back in the day, but that was before the MCU was even really a thing. But I've never really watched the whole MCU thing, never got into the hype. And now that the whole Phase One is out and it's on Disney Plus, I might as well watch it. I'll probably be doing a similar series whenever Rise of Skywalker is on Disney Plus with Star Wars, but it'll be my first time kind of watching those too. And but here's my take on Captain America: The First Avenger. It is pretty much an origin story for Captain America. That's what it is. He introduces some side characters, side characters in his life, his friendships, his love interest, his romance, and pretty much shows you the character of Steve Rogers, a very skinny, non-muscular, kind of wimpy guy that gets beat up a lot. But with a lot, it's in 1940s. I'm watching them in order based on chronological. So this is the earliest Avengers type of movie. Kind of explains some things from in the past or whatever. And but anyway, you're in 1940s. He wants to be a military man. Steve Rogers does, and he's just not good enough for you. He has asthma. He's very skinny. It's actually crazy how skinny the man looked in the movie. I don't know if he really got that skinny or not. But the actor, I can't believe I forgot his name. Terrible reviewer here. But the guy who plays Captain America, I'm sure I'll remember it by the time I get through these movies. Um, he's a popular guy too. I just can't remember it. But Captain America is well acted. I feel like really good role for him, especially early on in the movie, and then even towards later where he ends up going become through a test to become. He's chosen to kind of be a. He's the chosen one. No, he's not really the chosen one, but he is chosen to go undergo a surgery, kind of superhuman thing to, in a sense, make him Captain America. And he's chosen that by the way he kind of acts, even in the military, that he somehow gets into, blah blah blah. Even though he is the weakest, can't less, can't keep up on jogging, can't do this and that. He still ends up being chosen because of how good of a person he is. Um, and that's what the stuff kind of amplifies. It amplifies your body, but also your personalities, I guess. And that's where the villain kind of comes in. The villain is pretty much the exact opposite of Captain America. At first, he was, to me, just like Hitler, but like they didn't want to just put Hitler in the movie, so they made some Hitler conformist, and it's Nazis basically. Um, but it slowly turned into something else. It wasn't really that. It was more like a basic uh, evil guy trope in which he just wants to destroy the world because he's evil, and he was evil before the tests were done on him, and it just enhanced his evil ability. That's as much as I'll spoil anyway. That's like kind of the beginning, and the story goes on from there. I would say negatives about the movie: a lot of tropes, kind of like superhero tropes. So many kind of obvious ones that I kind of learned to like it. I don't know why I keep saying kind of, but I started to like it. It was so cheesy or corny in a sense that I liked it. Not and that it was like good cheese. I wouldn't say it's not so much. Like there wasn't a lot there, but when it was there, it was kind of good cheese, good evil villain thing. But I guess it is a Marvel thing where they don't really develop their villains really well. I would say the main villain of this movie was that. I'll keep that spoiler free. But it was a villain. It was an actual villain. At first, I thought it was just gonna be some basic ass dude, like I said, a Hitler. But then it kind of turned into something a little bit more, a rivalry, and Captain America had pretty good motivations. I would say the acting overall was pretty alright. The villain's acting was great too. He just didn't get enough development or anything really, besides being a villain. The action scenes in general, I kind of wanted some more. Everything with Captain America's shield is cool. It's on point. When it hits him right in the chin, and you hear that doom. It's cool. Um, I like the way they kind of took Captain America's character. It was really cool, actually. Kind of, I guess I won't spoil it too much. But when he first becomes Captain America, in a sense, he doesn't go out and fight wars. He's used as kind of propaganda, and that is a funny look. And that is exactly what people would have done back then, in a sense. um, for the American hero. And I think that's why Captain America was even made in the first place. So he was literally used. Anyway, it's good. Um, I would say this movie is well worth watching. It was a good Marvel movie. I kind of started trying out the Marvel movies before. Started on the Iron Man movie, didn't really like it, and this is my second attempt. I'll give it a full, try next time I come around to Iron Man. But the next movie on the list is Captain Marvel. Uh, I've heard a lot of things about that, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm not gonna judge anything based off what I've heard. Really, I'm gonna go into it just my take. And I would say, first Avenger, Captain America, is a solid, um, 8 out of 10. Almost. It's almost a 7. I would say it's almost a 9. I would say it's very solid. It's got some emotional parts. The ending was actually crazy to me. Maybe it's just because I'm stupid or didn't know or don't know a lot about what's to come. But in a sense, it was kind of a huge cliffhanger, but still a lot of fulfillment in the movie itself. So it made me excited to watch the next Captain America movie or whatever continues the story on. Um, yeah, I guess I'll stop rambling here. This is my first time watching an Avengers movie, really, and I liked it. It was okay. It wasn't the greatest. I would say 8 is good for an origin story. You know what I'm saying? It was just an origin story. Thank you guys so much for watching. Captain Marvel's next. Peace out.